Good morning, good evening, good night, whenever you guys are watching this channel. First, subscribe. I seen this documentary with Shannon and Sterling Sharp. They was talking about where they were born and raised, and they talked about their grandmother, their grandfather, and people who had influences on their lives. And I could relate to a lot of the things that they're talking about, especially about the wooden heater and having no AC and the pole where you had to go outside and turn to get a signal there on your TV. You know, we had maybe 3 channels, channel 4, 6, and 12, if we was lucky enough to go turn the antenna. And they also talking about getting well water and didn't have, you know, running water in the house. But I grew up in a large family. It was 14 of us. And like I said, I can relate to some of these things, but I think my older brothers and sisters can relate to all of it, about having no running water, no washer, no dryer, just different things like that. But I would like to share a little of this documentary with you guys, and you tell me what you think about this documentary. All right, here we go.
Shannon and Sterling Sharp.
My aunt's room. Gladys, Jane, Sherman, Marinelle. 4 girls slept in this room. This was my sister and my nephew's room right here. And this was the living room. There's the living room right here. We used to have a telephone pole, a TV pole that you had to come out and turn so you could get service. You know, you come out right there.
I remember those days.
The norm for us was when you had to go use the bathroom, you found the place in the woods. That was the norm for us. So I would love to sit here and tell you how tragic it was, but it really wasn't. It was the norm for us, and it was definitely motivation, though, once we got older, that the only thing I ever wanted was to live in a house with running water.
I remember, you know, we stand in front of the fireplace and, you know, run in the back room and get in the bed and get up under the cover.
Yeah.
Going to school with, you know, smut on the back of your pants because you stood too close to the fireplace because it was really, really cold. You know, there was no paneling in the house. There was no insulation in the house. It was basically cinder blocks, cement floors. And so it was really, really cold in the winter, and it was really, really hot in the summer.
Mary Porter was a no-nonsense lady who raised 9 children and 3 grandchildren in this 1,000-square-foot house. At times, up to a dozen family members lived in this cinder block structure with a cement floor, no running water, no indoor plumbing, all heated by a tiny fireplace.
For most of us in the 80s and 90s, you don't think that exists, but it did, and it motivated them.
We had what we needed. We didn't ask for anything, didn't ask for a whole lot.
Exactly.
And I think it made us determined.
I remember that, you know, you had a cut, you couldn't go to the doctor, and, you know, you might need 5, 10 stitches, but you weren't going to the doctor. If you had a toothache, my grandfather just pulled it. It was no dentist. I just knew that there was something outside of Glenville that I had to get to it.
The term father figure, my brother will tell you that I provided that for him, but I'm not his father. A lot of times I think he thought I was, and a lot of people think I am, but I'm not his father.
Well, he kind of was. I followed him everywhere I wanted to be, just like my brother. My sister used to always tell me, stop trying to be like him, be your own person. But he was the person that I wanted to be.
Oh, yeah, this part about the father figure. I remember one of my uncles was talking to me one day. And, you know, I told you my father was the oldest out of his siblings. And a matter of fact, it was 14 of them. And he was the oldest. So my father never had a chance to go to school or do anything like that. He couldn't read or write because he had to spend most of his time taking care of his siblings. And my uncle told me that he always thought that my dad was his uncle. He said he thought that for years because my dad was always providing for them because he was the oldest. And I love this story, and I'm gonna put a link in the description below, the Shannon and Sterling Sharp's documentary, if you guys want to watch the whole documentary. But anyway, thanks for watching, and subscribe to my channel, and have a great day.